All right, Ms. Allen,
Yes,
you're
ma'am.
before the court on State of Georgia versus Kamika LaShawn Allen, 2021 CR 04498. Ms. Allen, you were before this court for driving under the influence, stop, or yield sign violation on 25th day of September 2023, sentenced to 12 months on probation. You have 3 months and 21 days remaining, and this is your second hearing. You failed to report on April 14th, May 24th, June 4th for a revocation hearing. You were released from the hospital and instructed to report after being released. You last reported on January 22nd of 2024. You have completed 0 of 240 hours of community service. You failed to do a clinical evaluation. You failed to do a risk reduction. You failed to provide proof of a victim impact panel. You failed to provide proof of attending AA meetings, and your $2,752.50 in arrears. What's going on?
Your Honor, are you asking Ms. Allen to address it? So
Whoever can explain to me why Ms. Allen's not doing what she's supposed to be doing.
So we were going to stipulate that there is a violation here in all these allegations of violation of probation. She has done some of the things, like I think Mr. Austin here, sorry, would agree with me that she has shown him some proof of some AA meetings. I think that was from February of this year going backwards. So there was some AA meetings. She maintains that she has done a significant portion of the community service hours, although Mr. Austin has informed me that she has not submitted proof, but he may correct me if I'm wrong, that he had some evidence that there was actually some community service being completed at a particular location.
That's great, but I never received the proof. And the young lady who she was doing community service no longer works there, Your Honor.
And other than that, she does admit that she didn't complete the clinical evaluation or the risk reduction program or complete the victim impact panel.
Okay. Why are you playing with me, Miss Allen?
No,
I remember we had a very long discussion when I sentenced you. Very, very long. And this is your second hearing. We had a long discussion when you came up for the first hearing. Why are you playing with me?
I am not. I promise you, Your Honor, and I apologize if it comes across that way. What I can say is that I've learned over this year that I should not be relying on other people to relay me information, which is what has happened. I pretty much have not had a stable place to live. My mailing address is my mother's. So I bounced between my mother, my father, ex-boyfriend, even a friend's house throughout this past 6 months or 9 months or so. I apologize that I took other people's word for it as far as when I was supposed to report and when I was not, why I was supposed to report and why I was not. And that's to make a very, very, very long story short, which is the reason why Mr. has half of the information to have proof of. There's no way these people could have seen me in this building all day, every day for 4 straight months and not attest to the fact that I was there doing my community service. Whether that lady was fired or not, she reports to somebody who reports to somebody, and I can give proof to you that I did it. The only 2 things I did not do is the last 2 that he said, the risk reduction and the drunk driving mother's thing. I just hate that. It's so disturbing. I honestly was saving it to last, but everything else I've been doing. AA meetings I do when I'm out. I do it just as a hobby. I love AA, so it's up to you.
What's the recommendation, Mr. Austin?
60 days to serve, ma'am. Credit from August the 9th. After the completion of the 60 days, case will be closed.
Nope. Miss Allen, why are you playing with me?
I'm not. I swear I'm not playing. The only thing I have done once again is relied on other people to give me my information. Relying on my mother to tell me when my next probation meeting was. There's been times when I've tried to get in contact with him when I wasn't even supposed to report. Drove down here. We live in Decatur. I mean, drove down here just off a whim saying it's been almost a month since the last time I seen him. Let me go down here and see what's going on type of
You
thing.
working, Miss Allen?
No, ma'am, I'm not at the time. No, I'm not. I'm sorry, I'm not. I
You-
didn't have to be honest. Right before I started my probation with you, my husband and I got divorced. I think I shared this with you. We sold a house. I didn't have to work, honestly.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a beautiful thing. 3
But-
months,
I have to now.
3 months. Because for somebody who didn't have to work, she could have afforded those classes. Those classes could have been done. For somebody who has a job, had a car, she could drive to her probation and get all that stuff done. You just told me you drove down here.
No, I said we drove. I
Who
realized
is we?
my parents, me, my mother, or my I don't drive, man. My license are suspended. I
I'm
don't
clear.
drive at all. Yeah, I don't have a car or drive.
But you had money because you said you didn't have to work. But you could have done the rest of that stuff. And if you live in Decatur, they could have dropped you at a bus stop, or you could have taken the train, or you could have done something close to your house. Ma'am, let's just be clear, because you know how I think. You're an alcoholic.
I know.
And I get that you know it, but when you don't do what I ask you to do, and this is the third time I am asking you to do it. First, when I sentenced you, probably sometime before that, when I talked to you about the charges that you had pending, because your charges pended for a minute. Then I sentenced you the first time, and I explained to you everything I wanted and everything I expected. Then you came up for another hearing, and I explained to you everything I wanted and everything I expected. You playing with me, and I'm done playing. So 3 months.
Yeah.
And Your Honor, would she be get credit for the time since she served since, I guess?
I'll give her credit since date of lockup, but she's gonna do 3 months.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, Miss Allen, until you're serious about getting your life right, I don't have to be. No, you telling me, well, see, I just gonna wait till the last thing because that's disturbing to me. What's disturbing to me is you out there drunk driving and then not doing the things that I asked you to do. The things that are important to me are the things that teach you something. The class, the impact panel, the community service. Those are the important things to me. And you said you didn't have to work. You $2,700 in arrears, so you wasn't paying either.
No, that's not okay. So let me back up a little bit. I may have misspoke. I did a whole DUI probation 12-month period before I met with you. I completed it successfully. I had just completed all that stuff in another county, Your Honor, in Cobb County. So it was fresh on my, I had just done, and it was, when I say it's disturbing, I didn't mean like it irritates me. I mean like it truly disturbed my spirit to go through.
Well, what truly disturbs my spirit is knowing that I got alcoholics out roaming the streets, driving cars and putting other people's lives in jeopardy. That's what truly disturbs my spirit. That right there. Oh, every day it'll keep me up at night. So when I give you things to do that I think may make a difference in how you approach things when you get out of jail or when you finish this sentence, and those things aren't done, well, then my spirit is disturbed again. And I don't like for my spirit to be disturbed. I like to sleep. I like to spend the happy time once I am finished with my obligations to the court. But when I have to think about when your petition came up and I looked at it and I said, I wanted more for her, but I expected this. I shouldn't expect you to mess up. That's not how I go into this. When I sentence someone, my hope is that you will do what is necessary to get your life on track. Not just to pay your debt to society, but to make your life better. That is what I speak hope to people all the time. But you're playing with me. And we're not going to do that. The 3 months, you think about what you're going to do when you get out. You think about how you're going to pursue your sobriety. You think about what you're going to do with the rest of your life. Now, you got your hair braided all nice and cute. You had to pay somebody for that, but you're not paying for your fines and fees. You're not paying for these classes. Now you about to explain how somebody did that for you just as a favor. No, ma'am.
I was,
Just let it go.
okay.
All right. So you'll serve these 3 months, and once you've served the 3 months with credit since the date of lockup, then this case will be closed. Miss Al, you know above all things that if you mess up again, who you coming to see?
Come to see you, Your Honor.
Do you want to come see me again, Miss Allen?
No, ma'am.
All right then. I didn't think so.
Judge, you were done with this.
Yeah, you can go back, Miss Allen. Thank you.
Thank you.